On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about why you should never assume when it comes to safety. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Last night I had the opportunity of going to my son's college and listening to a local factory talk about co-op opportunities. During that talk, they were telling us about how safety has changed over the years. Machinery that used to have cages put around it to keep people safe have now been replaced with what they call light curtains. Those curtains will allow for a beam to be broken, and when that happens, the machine will either give you an auditory response or possibly a light or a buzzer. It may completely shut down or it may just slow down. But the point is, it's been put there to where if somebody breaches those beams or that light curtain, then something's going to happen. Now, when it comes to assuming safety, are you going to just jut your hand into a moving machine in hopes that it will shut down? Or are you going to make sure that you still are very familiar and cognizant of the fact that safety is there, but you still want to be even more safe and go slow, or make sure that things stop or slow down before you go any further? And it is going to be very, very fitting in everything that you do. The one thing that you want to know is that those light curtains will probably work 99.99% of the time, but it's in that one little percentile that's still left that safety fails. Okay, so make sure that instead of just assuming, you always implement 100% safety at all times. We don't want you walking around paranoid thinking that danger is around every corner, but instead we want you to make sure that you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have went through and implemented safety 100% of the time, and in doing so you've kept yourself, your coworkers, and your facility as safe as humanly possible. And if something happens at that point, that is just something that we're going to have to deal with. But in knowing that you've been 100% safe, you won't always assume that safety's there. So guys, we thank you so much for being part of another Warehouse Safety Tips. And next week, we are going to be having our 3-year anniversary. That's right, 156 episodes in a row. And we couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. And now, a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.
You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the vodcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the vodcast at warehousesafetytips.com. And if you want to catch our podcast and or request a sample pack of Mighty Line, visit mightylinetape.com/safety tips. Thank you for watching Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.